Hey, what's going on, social media world? All right, so I was up perusing the OKCupid site again. I know. And one of the questions that they ask on OKCupid, it like in the main section where they ask a bunch of, well, not a bunch of questions, but the main fill out your questions profile, and we're going to ask you some questions to get you going. One of the questions that they ask is, what is the most private thing that you're willing to admit? And I just think it's so interesting how consistently so many people will answer that question with, why would I admit my private thing? Or I'm not going to admit that private thing, or that would be too private to admit. And I think the point of the question is, what is the most private thing that you are willing to admit? Meaning that if it's too private to admit, then that perhaps, I don't know, but it might not be the private thing that you're willing to admit if it's too private for you to be willing to admit it. I'm just saying, I just read questions and I kind of read what the words mean when they're written and stuff like that. I don't know. But I just thought it was so interesting because so many people answer it, and you can tell that they're just like, they try to answer it in a cute way, like, oh, this is cute. Oh, that it would be too private for me to tell you, for me to admit it. And it's just like, oh yeah, ooh, that would just be, ooh, that's too private for me to admit it. I'll tell you later, wink. And it's like, no, that's why the question is, what's the most private thing that you're willing to admit? Not the most private thing that you're willing to say is too private to admit, because that's not the most private thing you're willing to admit. I'm just saying, those are just my thoughts. Really quick video. That's it. Talk to y'all later. What do y'all think? Comment, rate, subscribe, y'all. Subscribe. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Be blessed.